Me again, the shaded one. You know, I was trying not to. I wasn't even going to talk about this subject. I was going to leave it alone, but you know, I've been sitting back. I've been watching everybody else chime in, all other boxing channels chime in on this, and y'all know what I'm talking about. The Terence Crawford suing Bob Arum thing. So I figured, hey, you know, let me throw my wrench inside the game as well, man. Shouldn't take too long, because I have, you know, I gotta let it out. You know, a few of my videos in the past, I got on Terence Crawford's ass, and I was like, you need to get off, you know, get off that plantation, bro. It seemed like you want to stay on the plantation with slave master Arum. And I was saying all of this because, you know, back then he re-signed, and a lot of people was like, bro, why the fuck are you re-signing to somebody that is treating you like bull, like treating you like crap? You know, it's kind of like, you know, you got a girl that's been doing you wrong, and you keep making excuses and you keep running back to the bitch. You know, something like that. It's the same thing. Or if it's a girl that's getting done wrong by her dude, and she keep making excuses to why she keep on running back to him. You know, it's all the same, man. It's the same thing. It's just a business perspective. But regardless, though, that still doesn't give Bob Arum the right to do what he did. You know, you are hired to promote somebody. And as much as I try not to touch on racial issues on this channel, I gotta just say this, man. Boxing does have a lot of racial undertones to it, man. This goes way back. It goes way back before I was even born, man. From the, you know, the Jack Johnsons, and it go way back, bro. It go way back. So if anybody's denying that, man, then you don't understand reality. You trying to deny reality if you trying to act like racism doesn't exist in boxing or it's gone or something because we living in modern times. But it's there. And Bob Arum, even though, you know, just because you never heard him call somebody the N-word, it doesn't mean he's not a racist. You could, you know, I never even been around Bob Arum, and I could just feel the energy from that motherfucker, dude. And who knows what Terence Crawford got on Bob, man. You know, now getting into that perspective, the lawsuit thing, he's suing for racial I forgot the term. But I'm pretty sure it's other stuff too. Probably like it's defamation of character. They say the paperwork was online. I ain't reading through all that, man. I'm not doing that. But I'm pretty sure he's suing for more than that. We don't know what Terence Crawford has or what he knows or what he was keeping quiet. Obviously, there's something there. Otherwise, his lawyers probably wouldn't be going after it. Like, okay, we ain't got no case on that. If you want the defamation, let's go on that. But at the same time, even the defamation thing, you know, could Bob Arum? Because remember, he was an attorney, man. He knows the ins and outs, and he knows people as well. So, you know, who's to say he not gonna go in there and be like, well, I wasn't really defaming him. It's true. He don't promote him. He's not a big talker. He's not helping to promote himself and all this other stuff. He can go in there and try to flip the script on Terence Crawford, and we don't know what the outcome is on that. But it is true though. Bob Arum does put more care into his European fighters, and it's clear, man. He puts look what he did with Lomachenko. Right there, that's one instance. And compared to Terence Crawford's career, Loma has nowhere near the accolades as Terence Crawford. And look how everybody was bigging this dude up, trying to make him out to be the boxer that he really ain't. He's a good boxer, but he's overrated, and everybody pumps him up, and that's because Bob Arum was promoting him heavy. Wasn't doing that with Terence Crawford. Now, on the other aspect, you got these fighters coming out, these families of legends coming out. I'm gonna say this, and they're defending Bob Arum. Let me say this, man. You got Muhammad Ali's family. They coming out to my Bob Arum always supported my different fighters, and he supported Ali. And what the fuck does that have to do with Terence Crawford, dude? Just because somebody that's deemed racist support one person, that doesn't mean they're not racist. It could be money involved. Listen, the slave owners, they had certain slaves they liked over others. They kept some in the house, and some slave owners knew they was making money off the slaves, so they was treating somebody, had to feed them, right? Had to feed them, had to clothe them to a certain extent, had to give them something to drink, give them water, because that was benefiting the slave owners. It's the same thing with Bob Arum, bro. He ain't no different. Then George Foreman comes out defending Bob Arum, on some coon shit, man. There's on some tap dancing, buck dancing, bugging their eyes, coon shit. Pretty much what that is, man. Now I'll say this too, man. Before I close this video, I told y'all this wasn't gonna be long. We might, us some boxing channels, including mine, these small channels, we might go to war and not like a lot of them other channels, them LDBC or other channels too that was pro Spence or whatever, or was shitting on Bud. But you know something that I'm starting to realize, man? A lot of those channels and a lot of the other channels that I rock with, everybody's sharing the same comment or agreeing on the same thing. We got to stand by our brother, man. One way or another. We got to stand together on that. And a lot of channels are standing with Terence Crawford. Not all of them, but some of them are. Now, granted, man, you can say, well, why did he knew if he felt like Bob was racist, why didn't he ditch a long time ago? Great question. I don't know. Only Terence Crawford knows that. And I said Terence Crawford should have got out of Dodge. But from what it's looking like, maybe Terence Crawford, he's finding a hard time, I think, really planting his feet on his own, being independent. It's kind of like when you leave a job for all these years and you finally decide to start your own business. You got to get your feet wet. You got to get your feet dug in, and you got to figure out some things. Maybe he was afraid to leave because he was getting all that money. He was taking all that money and stuff, getting that good money from Bob at the time, and he didn't realize, man, maybe it was hurting his career until like the last minute. So Bob started coming out saying all this goofy shit about him, and he like, man, I'm trying to stick it out with this motherfucker, and now he's doing this. The only thing I didn't like that Terence Crawford said was, you don't know that man's heart and all of that. No, bro. Don't defend the old motherfucker. But Terence Crawford had to play the game. He was still signed with him. He wasn't gonna come out and shit on him like that. You gotta understand that. He's not gonna come out and shit on the man fully while he's still signed with him. So once you unsign from a dude, now, all bets is off now. You can pull the gloves off. So, to all the channels that is over there that wasn't really rocking with Bud, but they kind of support Bud on that, that's cool. I like seeing that. We got to see stuff like that. And then everybody's on the same page, which is good. Which is good for the brother, man. It could have been Errol Spence going through that. You think I would have shitted on Errol Spence for to defend a racist? I ain't doing that, bro. That's never going to happen with me. That ain't how I'm built. You see? So shout out to those channels still, man. I know, I had some conflict with some of them. I know a lot of y'all did, but hey, the ones that stuck up for Bud, cool, man. You get my respect for that one. So that's my take on this whole thing. I'm not sure if he's gonna win this lawsuit. There's a strong possibility maybe he might. I heard he got a good lawyer behind him. We'll see how it all turns out. And that's all I got for y'all on this, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see y'all later on the next one. And I'm out. Wait a minute before I go. Didn't Bob Arum say black fighters don't sell? I sworn that's what I heard him say. Or did he? Or am I imagining that? I don't know. Something to think about.